Hello everybody, and welcome to the 2022 induction ceremony of the St. Johnsbury Academy chapter of the National Honor Society. I'm Will Kimber, the current president of our chapter, and this afternoon we'll be welcoming new members into this prestigious organization. First, I'd like to congratulate all of you inductees. Let's give you all a round of applause. Congratulations. I'd also like to congratulate our new elected officers for next term. President Alan Kennison Prue, Vice President Rory Higgs, Treasurer Shelby Lazat, and Secretary Genevieve Hatch. Congratulations. I'd like to thank all of our current members, officers, and advisors, Mrs. Reed, Mrs. Angel, Mr. Bentley, Mrs. McCaffrey, for their continued commitment to this chapter. Students, your work ethic and your dedication to service within the Academy and its surrounding community sets an inspiring standard for our new members. For the new members being inducted this afternoon, admission into this society is an extraordinary achievement. These past few years have not been normal by any means, but still you all rose to the occasion despite endless setbacks at the hands of the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite online classes, you maintained exemplary grades. Despite athletics, theater, clubs, and other activities you love being either suspended or extremely altered, you still exemplified integrity and good character. Despite social distancing, having to be 6 feet apart from your friends and your classmates, you continued to lead others with the sincerity and the honor as you would have under much more forgiving circumstances. You're here this afternoon because you have shown that you give to something more than just yourself. You give your time, your energy, your knowledge. This is an organization that will surround you with people that may or may not be like-minded, but who wish, like you, to be useful, to care, and to give together. The students in this society represent more than a grade point average. They're an amalgamation of all the criteria required for admission to this organization, but each one brings much more to this society than what can be confined to an application. Intellect, good humor, bravery, selflessness, compassion, self-control, and generosity are only some of the characteristics of these students. While each member brings something different, something unique to this society, each one exemplifies the 4 pillars of National Honor Society: leadership, scholarship, service, and character. We'll now hear from 4 of our officers who will each give their thoughts on one of these pillars. First, we'll hear from Vice President Rory Higgs, who will share some of his thoughts on leadership. It's an honor to induct such an amazing group of students, and I have no doubt that you all will continue to uphold and expand the quality of service that this chapter is known for. Again, congratulations. Thank you.
Leadership. The art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. Everyone that sits in these chairs fits that said definition. Every new or continuing member of the National Honor Society holds the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent needed to be leaders, not only in our wonderful school, but in our community as a whole. We are all approachable, hardworking, and most of all, kind. Leadership is a big responsibility. Leadership is an action, not a position. Leadership is influence, courage, a dream, and success. Be proud you are here, for leaders aren't manufactured. It's all natural. Up next, please welcome Madison to the stage to speak about scholarship.
Thank you. Let me begin by congratulating all of you inductees on your acceptance into NHS. As a group, we uplift our school and community through our scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I think you will find that you will fit right in and that your experience will be extremely rewarding. I am a strong believer in the idea that intelligence is not something that one is born with, and that rather, it is something that develops over time. That intelligence isn't how much one does or doesn't know, but instead how one chooses to use the information they do know. As NHS members, it is our duty to foster this sort of healthy academic character. We must maintain a love for learning to help persevere through the hard work that comes with a dedication to our academics. We must stay curious about the world around us and see the things that others look over. We must keep our minds open to different perspectives, and even more so, be willing to place ourselves in the shoes of others. As NHS inductees, you have all already demonstrated your ability to do this, and we know that you will continue to do so in the coming years. One of the biggest things that I've learned over my years, both at the Academy and within an NHS, is how to ask for help. On its surface, it seems simple, but for me at least, it was always much more than that. It took me too long to realize that asking for help is brave, and in fact, it is necessary. That it allows you to take an active part in the learning process and truly comprehend the information being taught. Learning to ask for help is a key factor in the foundation of being a scholar, and it can open the door to deeper knowledge. But if there's one lesson that I want to leave you with on the topic of scholarship, it is this. Scholarship is collaboration. No matter what you do or what you know, you must first know how to work with others. There isn't one field of research that can be expanded and developed by one person alone. Studies must be built off of other studies, papers must be critiqued by other papers, and so on. Your peers are your most vital resources, your teachers your most important connections. Your knowledge is built off of the knowledge of others, and the things that you will discover will be built off of what has already been discovered. It is essential that you work with those around you to solve problems and handle difficult situations. They may just have the knowledge and understanding you need to see things in a new light. I congratulate you again on your acceptance into NHS. The continuous expansion of your mind through your scholarship not only benefits your school life, but your ability to lead, your character, and the service you do. None of it comes easily. It takes perseverance and true hard work, the ability to put in the effort when it is needed. But as NHS members, you have shown that you still pursue knowledge in spite of this, or maybe because of. With that said, I welcome you to NHS and know that you'll continue to commit yourself to doing just this. Thank you. And now please welcome Shelby, who will speak on service.
Hello, inductees, members of NHS, friends, and family. My name is Shelby Lizotte, and I am the Treasurer-elect of NHS, here to speak to you all today about one of our core values, service. As most of you know by now, community service is one of the biggest parts of our society, and it is required that all members complete 36 hours of service per year. Now, I know you may think that this is a daunting number, but I can assure you it flies by when you find something you're passionate about. The community service you complete here should not feel like a chore, but an opportunity to have a positive effect on the world. In fact, I hope most of you come to like your service hours and are proud of the work you complete. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Not only should these hours be affecting others, but I hope they influence yourself and your life. Maybe it's learning about something new or making some new friends. The service you give to the community can be just as impactful on ourselves and our perspective as on others. You may not believe me now, and maybe you just think of these hours as something tedious you have to complete, but with this service, you are opening yourself up to wonderful experiences that can help you grow. Not only do we have a diverse and plentiful number of community service opportunities available, you have the ability to find something that you are passionate about that could use our attention, and you can get a group of people involved in the activity. So I hope that in your next few years with this program, you think big and use your hours to have a positive effect on the community. Next is Evan speaking on character.
Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Thornton Sherman, and I'm the current treasurer for St. Johnsbury's National Honor Society. Today, I will talk to you about character. As a member of a National Honor Society, you are expected to be respectful, responsible leaders both inside and outside the classroom. The National Honor Society is a commitment, and with it comes responsibility. As a student in NHS, you need to be reliable and honest. It's essential to be mindful of your actions and remember that they are a reflection of both you and your character. You are a leader to your fellow students and peers, and you need to show that through your actions. It's important to display courtesy, concern, and respect for other people. J.C. Wells once said that character is doing the right thing when no one else is looking. Who you are as a person helped get you here, so be proud. Becoming a part of this organization is a tremendous honor and a privilege. Congratulations on this accomplishment and keep up the good work. Thank you. Next up is Genevieve to introduce our guest speaker.
Hello, my name is Genevieve Hatch, and I'm the Secretary-elect for the National Honor Society. When the National Honor Society officers were asked to think about a speaker for this year's induction, we jumped at the opportunity to hear from the Academy's current athletic director, Mr. John Lanzini. Mr. Lanzini began his time at the Academy in 2006 as a chemistry teacher, dormitory proctor, softball coach, and he served as a class dean for the class of 2014. Beginning in 2013, Mr. Lanzini pursued his passion for brewing and co-founded Schilling Beer Company, and after leaving the Academy in 2014, he served as a director of brewery operations there. In 2020, thankfully, Mr. Lanzini returned to the Academy, taking on the role of athletic director. Under Mr. Lanzini's leadership, the newly renovated Fairbanks Field was opened in fall of 2021, which gives athletes the opportunity to play on a field worthy of professionals. He prided himself on increasing equity and access in athletics and ensured that each fall team had at least one opportunity to compete under the lights. Mr. Lanzini is preparing to take on an even bigger role in the Academy community as he steps into the position of Associate Head of School in fall of 2022. His leadership has been an asset to the Academy and to the local community throughout his tenure. He shines brightly as a compassionate leader who is eager to help individuals become the best versions of themselves. Therefore, it is with great pleasure and pride that the National Honor Society officers and the members of the National Honor Society welcome Mr. John Lanzini as the 2022 NHS Induction guest speaker.
Thank you, Genevieve. Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations, inductees. Congratulations on earning your way into National Honor Society, a mark of your excellence as a student and a student leader, and a bellwether of success as a future community leader and contributing citizen. Congratulations to those who've helped make this possible for the students. To our parents and family members, you've been the ones who, through your support and encouragement, have undoubtedly helped build the foundation of your child's successes. Ceremonies like this one, like this induction ceremony, are very important markers in our lives. Today's induction ceremony is indeed a celebration, but it's also an opportunity for reflection and a time to pledge commitment. It's part arrival and it's part new beginning. A beginning of an intentional adoption of mindset and the acceptance of a role as service leader to make your community a better place. So again, I say congratulations. I say congratulations to you as you have shown yourselves to be of high character and highly dedicated to your learning. But most importantly, you are prepared to use your gifts to serve. In his work, Walden, Henry David Thoreau said, "It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see." It struck me that this is exactly the message I wanted to share with you today, as I believe your remaining time here at St. Johnsbury Academy and how you move forward and take action has everything to do with the perspective from which you operate. My challenge to you, student leaders, is to strive each day to maintain a perspective that is positive and mindful of the connectivity of your continued personal growth and the impact you make on your community for good. Scholarship. How do we see our daily learning opportunities? My personal learning, both in and out of the classroom, opened unforeseen opportunities along the way in my life. My undergraduate studies as a pre-med student, working toward a Germanic studies degree, kept me engaged in both a love for language learning and a love of the natural sciences, in particular chemistry. Little did I know as my college self that my pre-med studies would not lead to a career in medicine, but to one in education, a career that has been deeply, deeply satisfying to me. As you heard in the introduction, my informal learning also led to my becoming a business owner and operator as well, something that was never intentionally on my radar. In my early 20s, a natural connection between Germanic culture and my training as a scientist piqued my interest in brewing science. In my spare time, and at first as a hobby, I began to learn all I possibly could about the art and serious science of beer brewing. I stocked my shelves with textbooks about brewing. I spent countless hours actively honing my skills as a brewer, and I sought feedback too and learning experiences from acquaintances in the brewing industry. Who knew that this learning would later lead to my co-owning a thriving business that's now a community gathering space in Littleton, New Hampshire. It's also a platform upon which my business partners and I can serve those in our community. Your continued commitment to learning will serve you in unique ways, and I'm excited to follow your stories. I encourage you to maintain a positive perspective on your continued scholarship. See your daily learning as an opportunity to open doors. Character. How do we see the impact of our character? Perhaps in all of our lives, the most recent years have presented the largest test of our character. Our prolonged struggle to live through a pandemic has been fatiguing, and I daily encounter people professionally and personally who are stretched thin. When our reserves are low, we can be tempted to respond to life's challenges with cynicism and negativity. Our character qualities like compassion, honesty, respect, integrity, these shine in our daily decision-making and our treatment of others. Instead of looking inward during challenging times, I urge you to look outward. Ask the questions, where are the greatest needs around me? And whom can I serve? When we ask these questions and act on them genuinely, we will find need and opportunity, certainly, and we will be rewarded with joy of easing others' burdens when we engage. Well, this leads me to the final two of 4 NHS pillars, and those which for me are always connected. Those are leadership and service. While I originally had other comments prepared for you, I was very touched on Friday by the words former headmaster Tom Lovett shared about Jillian Hegarty, recent graduate and beloved young woman whose life we celebrated here on Friday. I was touched too by the photos that showed this very ceremony, clearly a very meaningful experience for her and for her family. I'd like to encourage you with Jillian's example of leadership and service through the lens of some of the comments Headmaster Lovett made during the 2020 commencement ceremony when Jillian was awarded the Headmaster's Prize. Jillian approaches everything she does with unwavering commitment and integrity. Once she's in, she's all in. She approaches each person with respect and friendliness. Once you meet her, you can't help but like her. She approaches life with an attitude of service and a dedication to hard work. With this combination of gifts, she has improved the lives of teachers, mentors, classmates, administrators, and headmasters. She has served this school and student body through student government and class council, and yet her contributions go far beyond any position or title. Jillian is a model of strength and grace, especially for the dozens of younger children who look up to her. As a dancer, she's been able to mentor younger students as well as comfort and support her teacher in hard times. Strength and grace. Strength in heart and mind, and grace of spirit and movement through life. These traits have made her an outstanding leader, though oftentimes she's been standing in the wings, out of the spotlight, while encouraging and helping others. All journeys are different, but I offer the example of Jillian's leadership and service as she clearly had the correct perspective. She saw opportunities to serve and lead, and she seized them. You too have the opportunity to make your own unique impact on this community through your leadership and service. I'll close by saying that it has been indeed a sincere honor to address you today. I wish you all well in your continued learning experiences, and I look forward to seeing how each of you will serve and lead with your unique gifts. We'll be cheering you on and partnering with you, and we hope you'll do the same for us as we continue to learn and grow in our wonderful community together. Once again, inductees, congratulations.
All right, now we're going to begin inducting our new members. First up, we have Camille Yarrow inducting
Abigail Aiken.
Hannah Angel is inducting
Hayden Angel.
Adele Bernier is inducting
Nathaniel Bernier.
Skylar Bodio Lemicki is inducting
Madeline Blanchard.
Mary Cook is inducting
Olivia Blanchard.
Ian McNeil is inducting
Daniel Brennan.
Timothy Tremblay is inducting
Aiden Brody.
Maddie Hobart is inducting
Brooklyn Schwanier.
Madison Flanagan is inducting
Harper Krantz.
Dylan Wilcox is inducting
McKenna Krantz.
Aurora Gilbert is inducting
Micah Dum.
Madeline Downer is inducting
Honora Davis.
Alan Kennison Prue is inducting
Crane Davis.
Kaylee Ward is inducting
Madeline Dean.
Asa Rexford is inducting
Carson Eames.
Jose Fucci is inducting
Jacob Fucci.
Adriana Lemieux is inducting
Emma Greenan.
Cecilia Sweeney is inducting
Emma Holt.
Rose Sullivan is inducting
Siri Jolliffe.
Lindsay Lacassie is inducting
Hannah Keith.
Ella Klein is inducting
Greer Kennedy.
Danny Zhang is inducting
Celine Killick.
William Fowler is inducting
Griffin Kimball.
Courtney Lewis is inducting
Lillian Kittredge.
Anna Cushing is inducting
Emily Kastruba.
McKenna Brochu is inducting
Sophia Limoges.
Jenny Lee is inducting
Bella Ling.
Evan Thornton Sherman is inducting
Gavin Manny.
Lily Farr is inducting
Ava Masoni.
Haley Chen is inducting
Misumi Matsudo.
Colby Prue is inducting
Kaylee McCaffrey.
Hazel Faye is inducting
Simone Morris.
Annika Beth is inducting
Kanusuke Oi.
Liam Laidlaw is inducting
Alejandro Orozco Curie.
Keating Maurer is inducting
Odin Palmer.
Emily Savory is inducting
Laura Ponaran.
Jasmine Mooney is inducting
Maya Pushy.
Katie Ryan is inducting
Peyton Qualter.
William Kashari is inducting
Jacob Rateau.
Delaney Rankin is inducting
Nicholas Reed.
Ashley Fox is inducting
Victoria Scherer.
Kayana Burns is inducting.
Dolma Sherpa.
Henry Heilman is inducting.
Charlie Val.
Emma Suker is inducting.
Eliza Wheatley.
Franny Cousins is inducting.
Brooke White.
Rory Higgs is inducting.
James Wei Bongwong.
Avery Tomchuk is inducting.
Gus Yerkes.
Desmond Audette is inducting.
David Zyko.
Rin Zhou is inducting.
Boya Zhang.
Maple Bottinelli is inducting.
Caitlin Zhen.
Ava
Levine.
Levine is inducting.
Jenna Zorn.
Will Kimber is inducting.
Esme Kimber. And while they weren't able to be here in person, we are also excited to induct Kaya Anderson, Cape Clements, Jonathan Kalak-Chelminsky.
And now our new members will join our returning members in the reading of the NHS oath. Guys, we'll proceed line by line, so just repeat after me. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing.
I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
An untarnished character.
An untarnished character.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To be a leader.
To be a leader.
And to give of myself freely in service to others.
And to give myself freely in service to others.
In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy.
In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy.
Of a place in the National Honor Society.
Of a place in the National Honor Society.
And now Alan Kennison-Prue will have some closing remarks.
Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. I'm Alan, the president-elect. Before we close today's celebration, I'd like to once again congratulate all of our new inductees and thank all of you for being here and making this celebration possible. We in the National Honor Society are anxious to get to know each and every one of you new inductees, and we are honored to have the opportunity of working with you. You and your successes, your drive, and your passion which got you here are proof of the awesome potential of this group of individuals, and we can't wait to see where this year takes us. As the National Honor Society and we as individuals move back into a place of normalcy, let us keep in mind the lessons these last 2 years have taught us. Perhaps one of the most glaring truths that was revealed was the value of real human interaction, which I hope to build on this coming year. This being my first real induction ceremony, I'm both grateful and excited to be here today, to be meeting all of you face to face, and to be sharing in your success. Let us rejoice in our successes and take the rest of today to celebrate all of the initiative and the dedication and the quality of character that each of our new inductees have so clearly harnessed. I'd like to once again thank those of you who are here in support, and give a very special thank you to everyone who made today's celebration possible. After all, these students deserve to be celebrated. Welcome to the National Honor Society, and have a fantastic rest of your day.